Libra, what is up? Welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be your Starchaeologist for this June reading. This is good for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Also encourage you to watch the signs videos for readings for those placements for you. Also feel free to cross-watch for a loved one if you're curious what their June is going to be like, / what you can do to support them during June, or how your relationship might be looking. What am I going to say now? Oh, some of this is going to resonate with you. Some of it's not. It's totally okay. That just means if something doesn't, it is meant for another Libra, so graciously let them have that. I hope that there are some gems in here for you to best align you with your highest self in June. And just make sure, guys, that you're just tapping into your fullest potential and fullest possibility for growth and enlightenment and joy and fulfillment. That is why I do these videos. This is how I want to help. And if you have any other additional intentions that you want to set on this reading, please take the time to do that now as I tune in and shuffle. Let's do this, Libra. Libra, did you see me freak out during the middle of that shuffle? I pulled 5 major arcana cards for you for the month of June, which is wild. The Queen of Swords jumped out during shuffling. And we also have the Two of Wands here. I'm a little overwhelmed even where to begin with this reading, because this is this is a truly special month for you. And it's all having to do with a real awakening, I'm going to say, that I think that you're having. It's something that a dream or a hope has awakened in you. I'm also hearing for some of you, it's a healing that has happened for you. It's having healed something that is coinciding with this need to go deep into the unconscious, to go inward, a journey inward. And I think you've already embarked on that journey inward. It's coinciding with whatever this newfound hope is, this star card, this dream that you have, something that you're just like really dreamy about and feeling like you've been set aglow. Aglow. You've been set aglow. There's something that's making you shine. And it's so beautiful. I'm hearing some of you feel like a star. You feel like a north star to yourself and maybe to others, or maybe to others. A guiding light. You've been a light. You are a light. This is awakening you to the incredibly deep, expansive realms of your subconscious power and inner knowing, intuition. Something I think has happened for some of you where you have tapped into intuition and you've gone, oh my God, I didn't know that I could be this source of light before. I didn't know I had access to this, and it's lighting me up. It is making me hopeful, and in ways I haven't been before. It's making me dream about things I haven't had before, or I haven't dreamt before. It's like a wish come true in many ways. But this wish, this dream, this hope, it is making you feel so much more familiar with the mysteries of life, or comfortable with the mystery. There's a certain comfort with the mystery that you are feeling, where you're like, wait a minute, this mystery might have been scary before, now it is calling to me. It feels like I want to dive into it. I want to go explore the mysterious realms. I want to explore the unknown inside me. I just want to go deep within. I want to awaken parts in my unconscious, and I'm also hearing in my strange self, the part of myself that is strange to me. If that resonates with you, please comment. I'm so curious what that, how exactly the details of what that means to you in your life. But yeah, the parts of you that are strange to you, that are foreign to you. It's almost like some of you are meeting certain parts of yourself for the first time. And it's opening your eyes. This is not a time in the beginning of June to take action. This is a time to dream. This is a time to go inward, to explore the subconscious, and really not make any big decisions. This is a time of inward journeying, and exploring your inner knowing, so that then you come out of this, whatever this journey this adventure, really, this new chapter that you are embarking on. This inner knowing is going to inform. The expansion of your inner knowing is going to inform future decisions. So let that expansion happen before decisions are made. I think some of this expansion, because this Queen of Swords jumped out in the beginning too, has to do with the alignment of your heart and mind. This is Queen of Swords. This is like saying water of air. It's I'm getting this image, this metaphor, and it's a little bit fuzzy. I'm trying to work it out, but it's almost like the way that the earth is incredible. First of all, let's start with that. The earth is incredible. The way that water off of the ground on earth evaporates into the clouds, and the air holds water for us. Our thoughts hold space for our feelings. When we allow our thoughts to hold real space for our feelings, it's almost like a respect. It's like holding space. You hold room in your mind to just feel. Holding room means really holding nothingness. It's holding empty space that's not taken up by thought, so that your feelings have a place to I wish I knew more weather terms. Your feelings have a place to kind of like circulate in the air, circulate in your mind, before they create thought. Because there's a recycling of feeling, I think, that happens where we feel something, it evaporates to our minds, it affects the thoughts that we have, and then once they are affected, once they are truly enmeshed with air, they're released again to the earth, and the very water that was serving some completely different purpose before, the feeling that was serving some different purpose before, is now recycled to rain down and nourish ideas that have already been planted in the earth, desires that have already been planted in the earth, and feelings that have already been planted in the earth. Anything rooted there that is starting some sort of new beginning for us, all of that is watered by feeling, and all of those feelings are informed by thoughts while they spend time in the clouds. So everything is just so, I'm just like, there's such harmony to how creation works, not only in the macro but in the micro. And this is a big realization that you are coming to terms with about creation in the micro for you. Creation between your subconscious and your conscious mind. These are right next to each other, you guys, in this pole. We have the star, the high priestess, the hierophant, the magician. And then the fool, which is really both parts of these. There is a splitting of the fool that happens. The fool is both masculine and feminine, completely wrapped in to one. And it's masculine and feminine in motion. It's just enough knowing, but not too much that it limits you from doing anything. And it's the perfect balance of acting on of what's happening internally and how that affects the external. Meaning acting on the things that light us up with optimism and sometimes innocence. We'll get to that in a minute. There's so much happening here. Understanding how this works in the micro for you is really big. This is helping you step into a power in your life, an understanding of the integration of your feelings and your thoughts, as well as your subconscious and your conscious, and how that informs how your dreams come true. The star appears when we have reason to dream, reason to hope, because the dream that you have can come true. It is not some delusion that you are selling yourself. It is a dream that can truly, truly come true. And for you, it's very much rooted, I think, also in some sort of subconscious healing. There is a subconscious healing that is happening. Something rising from your subconscious that will be a guiding light to you. Something coming out of your subconscious that will be, maybe that has even been suppressed for fear of it. But now you're seeing, oh, this is not a demon. This is a source of light. This is a source of hope. This is inspiring me as I move forward, not holding me back. Becoming conscious of it is inspiring me, not holding me back. Keeping it in my subconscious holds me back. But going out to meet it and welcome it and embrace it inspires me into my future. It propels me into my dream. So what is the advice here? We have the Hierophant here with the Magician. This is an education on your power. And your teacher is your subconscious mind. Your teacher is your higher self. It is the divine wisdom, inner wisdom deep within you. You are your greatest divine healer here. You are your greatest divine healer. How insane is that? You are so insanely powerful right now, Libra. Like, you can think anything. You can decide anything. And all your tools, everything is at... You have every tool, every resource you possibly need at your fingertips right now. Your heart is malleable, your mind is malleable, your soul is malleable, your world is malleable. And this is an understanding. These two things are informing each other. This is the advice here. It's like, decide what you want and just do it. Because that, whatever it is that you do, is so perfectly aligned with your self-expansion. both of these cards are really about self-expansion. It's self-expansion. I mean, this is self-expansion, but this is self-expansion into your subconscious, into the unknown, untapped potential that is you. And the more action you take, the more of this masculine energy that you harness to balance out this insane feminine power, feminine energy. So the first two cards in tarot, I mean, after the Fool, it's the Fool is splitting into masculine and feminine energy. And this is like, you're not splitting at all. You are like completely harmonizing yourself with the world right now, and with your desires and with your purpose. And any action you take, anything that you decide to do, is only deepening your understanding of your inner mysteries, your inner wisdom, everything under the veil, everything lurking in your unconscious, in your subconscious. And that is opening doors into the superconscious. What do I mean by the superconscious? I mean your place, your, not just you, spiritual you in a vacuum, not just understanding the divine power and potential, untapped potential that is you, this incredible inner knowing, this inner wisdom, this great power, this inner wisdom that is just you in a vacuum, but what that is in the context of the magic of the world, of the entire world. The place of your power as a puzzle piece in the world's power, the place of your magic as a puzzle piece in the magic that is the universe. I know I'm talking in such big terms right now, but honestly, Libra, we're dealing with all these major arcana cards here. I don't have specifics how this is manifesting for you. I don't have many specifics. I just know that absolutely it doesn't matter what the specifics are. Because literally anything that you dream of, anything that you decide to do, your potential is through the roof right now. It's this perfect, like, eclipse of alignment of not just two planets, but like multiple planets, multiple things lining up for you. Your heart, your soul, your mind, your world, you with the world, in harmony of everything, and understanding, just exploding. Like, I see you as an exploding star in June. You are an exploding star. And you haven't even started to burn yet. You haven't even started to burn. Like, there is a power in you here that is, like, I have chills. Like, there's just a power in you here that has never shone like this before. It has never shone so brightly before. This is an education in your divinity. It's an education in your feminine and masculine power. Your power to passively go within and effect change on such an internal level, equal to your power to effect change like magic in the external world before your eyes. This is an education in that. It's what the Hierophant is all about. It's aligned too with a real spiritual mission for you. I'm even gonna say a spiritual healing. There's healing with this star card. I'm hearing some of you, it's like the healing is actually coming from the realization of your own power. Some of you have been oppressed in certain ways, made to feel small in certain ways. You're healing yourself by understanding how truly big you are. how brightly you burn, how brightly you shine. The healing is coming from that. Understanding that you're a star. When you thought you were I don't even know, when you thought you were not even fire, but like the reflection of the mere reflection of someone else's light. You are so much more than the reflection of a street light. You are a star. You are a star in the sky. And your potential is enough to affect a universe around you. Lighting up a universe. And I don't mean this in like a narcissistic way, like you're like going to become the center of, you know, of a universe the way our sun is, but like more so like the way that the sun has such a nourishing, healing power, life-giving power. It is central to that life-giving power. You are central to some sort of healing for the world. You are central to some sort of dream that has been planted in you, that you feel so called to do. And it's not just for you, it is for others. And you're central to creating that nourishment for other people, creating that healing for other people. You're not the only sun in the center. There's so many people, all of us are central to something. That's the thing. But it's understanding that you are nonetheless central, that you are nonetheless that powerful. So this is an education in your self-realization of who you really are. It's an education in your power to work magic in the world in front of you and inside you. And a complete harmonizing of both of those things. You can't do one without the other. But oftentimes we focus only on one or the other. So much so that we're unaware of what we're doing in the other realm as we work in this one. As we work with the conscious, we're sometimes unaware of all that's happening in the subconscious to make these miracles happen, and vice versa. You are becoming conscious of it all. You're not missing a beat in either area. It's a balancing. It's a complete harmonizing of the two. How is this going to look for you? What is the outcome of this in June? There is an adventure that you are starting in June that is so incredibly, such a leap of faith. It's a leap of faith straight into something that you've been trying to manifest, that you've already, a seed of desire that you've already planted, a desire that's already been lit, a flame that's been burning for you. And this is like this self-expansion that you are going through, this deep, deep internal healing, this subconscious healing, and this conscious education of your own power, of your power as the magician, your ability to manifest anything out of thin air. All of this is leading you to the perfect cliff to jump off of. Really to test all that you've learned. All of this is leading you up to the very perfect opportunity at just the right time to walk off the cliff and know that you have everything you could possibly need to support you in that leap of faith. This is walking through a portal towards your greatest desire. Stepping through a portal. These wands are creating a doorway On the other side of that doorway, it's a cliff, and you're just walking right off of it. It's there's something about this doorway that has been, or the manifestation of this desire that causes a real leap of faith. And I think some of you have had some initial success in this manifestation, or in the pursuit of this goal, of this dream, and having the willpower to go through with it and do it. But this is not a time to rest. It's not a time. The Fool appears when it's more important than ever, really, to preserve the passion and optimism that got you here in the first place. The very beginning of the journey isn't the only cliff. The very beginning of the journey isn't the only time where we need to have faith, where we need to take that leap of faith. It's not the only time where it's so important to have that youthful optimism that makes us not so attached to past wounds that they keep us in the past. Like the Fool has a past, but the Fool is zero. It's like the Fool is it's an egg. It has a past, but it's not tied to that past at all. It's a complete beginning, no matter where you are in your life. It's like taking with you only the things from your past that will help you and leaving everything else behind. There could be something about this portal, waiting for your ships to come in here, waiting for something that you've really been pushing in terms of a goal that you're waiting to see manifest. You might be waiting for some sort of support or affirmation or validation from someone else to help push that dream forward. And the Fool appears when it's more important than ever to have faith in ourselves. Also, when it's not necessarily a time for practicality. You may be getting advice at the end of June that feels very safe from someone, very practical, very logically grounded. The Fool appears when it's more important to listen to your inner guidance, something that you've spent the month cultivating. A real sense of anchorage in yourself, in your power, in who you are, in your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, and letting that inform the direction that you go in at the end of June, rather than practicality. It's throwing those cares to the wind and saying, I don't know why I know this, but I know it. And I have faith in myself in this way. I don't need to be practical. It's a time to be foolish. There is benefit here to being foolish, or what appears to be foolish to others. It's not true foolishness. It's not true foolishness if you are following your light, your North Star, which is truly you here, Libra. I mean, you are your light here. You are your North Star. Yeah, to society, the way of the Fool can be dangerous, because the way of the Fool prioritizes instinct over rules. This is a time for you to listen to instinct over rules, especially when it comes to this particular goal that you have, whatever this dream is, whatever this calling, whatever this thing that is requiring willpower on your end. The willpower that you need here is willpower to follow your own instinct. It may be insanity to others. It is not insanity to you. There is real truth to learn from being the fool at different times in our lives. And this whatever this is, the fool is only bringing you closer to your highest path, your highest purpose. And it's almost like exploring these sides of yourself, the harmony that you are cultivating throughout the month of June and nourishing, is making you whole in a way. It's making you a child again. We all come into this world perfect. We come into this world untainted by any knowing of darkness or failure or anything rooted in fear. And then our experiences take us away from that, and every day becomes a challenge to return to who we are at our core in the face of those experiences. The healing that you do in June brings you to this place again. It makes you a child again in all of the right ways that you need in order to succeed, in order to get closer to what it is that you want, in order to set your soul on fire, to say yes to this life purpose, this calling that you have, and to take the leap, the next leap needed towards that. Next leap that you need to take towards that. I guess my only advice here is let this happen. Let this happen. There's nothing to resist here. And when you find yourself at the edge of the cliff, jump. Libra, this is such a powerful reading, and I just mean the message here is so powerful, and it's so... I'm so curious what is happening with you guys, what you are going through by the end of June. So please feel free to comment, tell me about what's going on. I'm so curious, and I'm wildly excited for you. This is so powerful and exciting. And I'm also hearing well deserved. So keep on shining through it all, and remember who you really are, Libra. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you the encouragement that you needed to go into June with a full heart. Please share it with anyone. Share this channel with anyone that you think could also use a little bit of encouragement and support right now, especially during this time. This is why I'm doing this. I'm here for you. I am devoted to you. And I'm so grateful that I get to connect with you in this way. Thank you guys. I love you, and have the happiest June of your whole darn life.